अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरास्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Wonderful students, welcome Maharnavami today. Salutations to the Mother to continue to bless us to be on this path divine. Salutations to you all, gratitudes to you all, wishes and prayers, congratulations, and let us be more and more committed only, not compromising with this commitment. Loka Sevaka, Dharma Stapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta Gambhira, and Sanskrita Bhasha, Jnata, Vyakarana, Sahita. Each of these individualities we have to strengthen in ourselves by our conscious efforts, taking the help of the Shruti Mata, the Guru Parampara, the Devata Gana, the Jagan Mata, the EESHWARA, and the PARABRAHMA Tattva. Friends, Shwethashwathara Upanishad, first chapter, we have done the 8th mantra, 9th mantra, meaning we saw. Today we will study it with the Bhashyam in in the Spashta Rupena, Jeeva Jagat Ishwara Brahma Veda Sambandha is being given to us. Knowledges have to go deep into our understanding, and our vision of life should change accordingly. Then only we are benefited by this knowledge. Unless the transformation in the vision happens, the outlook of the life happens, the spirituality never helps us in getting moksha from the present bandhana limitations we go through. So let us see, enjoy those beautiful mantras and the bhashyams. Before that, let us do our sankalpa, let us do our prarthana. And before both of them we do, let us have some time of discussion on our common sense thought. In today's common sense thought, two or three things we will see. First is so simple, so direct, that in this world, so many people are doing so much for themselves and the world by being very highly professional in their own professions. Like realist who left the body yesterday. What an amount of work done by him. Not an ordinary thing. Yeah, he was not a politician or not a cinema actor. Therefore, the entire country has not mourned. Only one state has mourned for it. Whole country should have done it. But politician नहीं है ना, इसलिए बेचारे उनको value देते नहीं. Anyway, but the contribution doesn't go waste. Such people again and again come in one or the other form, keep doing their work. See the amount of work. Same way, the people in many other walks of life have done so much enormously by being so professional in their profession. How many of the government servants are there so professionally doing? Politicians are there all over the country, even in the world. If you see their total dedication, especially the politicians, not caring about their age. Most of them are 60, 70, 80. मुश्किल होता है उस समय में ये बाहर निकलने को भी. And then the people throughout the day they are in so many of the meetings, discussions, decision making, and they have to protect their positions, they have to answer the oppositions. Not an easy task. In the same way, a doctor, 70, 75 years, still he says, I want to treat. I know this Vidya. I want to help the people get rid of disease and pain. Some artists are there. How long they are going on doing? Film artists and all. 40 years, 50 years, we are underlining their dedication to that profession. Totally. Excellent it is. And there are people not counted much, maybe because of the quantity of their work, but then still they are also highly dedicated. Like in front of temples, the people who sell the coconuts or the flowers, generations they do. It's a professional work, it's great. In some of the hotels, restaurants, 40, 70, 80 years they are going on. 4 or 5 generations they are keeping on doing the work. Everywhere. The variety of the shops that are run, the malls that run, theaters to chalte hain. Everybody in the world, is professional. And the women at home, how professional she is, dedicated to that work, not one day today, but decades together, without holidays and all. That way, if we see, life is so beautiful, world is so beautiful. You can see the professionalism of the trees or the plants or the mountains. सब अपना काम कर, dedicated. These many examples we took only to say that somebody succeeds in any of the profession when they are totally dedicated to that. In the same way, if it touched our heart, what is it? Spirituality. Can we increase our professionalism in spirituality? Proving it through the dedication. Increased dedication. More and more dedication. Total and complete dedication. Is it possible? We are asking only. Can we make it possible? Do we feel the need of it? Because anywhere, anything can be done half-heartedly, superficially also. Generally चलता है. But any profession also can be taken up professionally and can be performed fully dedicated. And to that way, dedicated, the result also beautiful. Outer and inner. Inner result is fulfillment, satisfaction. ये मैंने किया. Not an ordinary thing is. Honoring ourselves, by recognizing that good work we are doing is sometimes helpful. Like we come to our classes every day. It's very honorable thing. Who can make it batao? It's one thought that is enough to say no to the classes and stop coming for all the time. Many people have done. But every day coming dedicatedly without any ill feeling or any sort of distaste or dissatisfaction, both to the speaker and the subject. Even when awake, he is not an ordinary job. So that is self-honoring thing. Nothing wrong. Very good it is. So in this way, if you have understood the need and importance of professionalism expressed as dedication, can we that way be totally dedicated to spirituality? The question. Whatever the answer may be, but one thing is certain, the more we are professionally dedicated, the more we will be able to grasp the things, get convinced about the things, the glory of them gets revealed unambiguously, conspicuously, and the joy will be more. You know, whether they are spiritual understandings or spiritual doings. Understandings are about the truth, about the reality. The doings are the various sadhanas. Upadhi sambandhi sadhana, inner sadhana. When we are able to do them, no, the revelations, they give such a joy. मजा आता है. मुझे ये बात समझ में आया या मैं ये कर पा रहा हूँ, है ना? कितना मजा आता है. I am able to do my japa sadhana perfectly, puja daily regularly, with total dedication and paddhati. That's a very, very self-respecting, self-honoring achievement. Great. Whether others recognize or not, who is there? In spirituality, there's nobody. You and your own goal, God, by the way. So, this will be the result if we do dedicated. And then, if dedicatedly not done, then we'll be matured. We'll always be in that half mode, half mind, incompleteness. So, the understanding will not be complete, doing sadhanas will not be complete. Therefore, that self-respecting, honoring joy will not be there. गया हूँ मैं क्लास में, लेकिन बस गया था, बैठा था, होमवर्क नहीं किया, बात नहीं समझ में आई. Isn't it? Now, if the thing is not understood, whom to blame? We have to blame ourselves that we are not totally committed, dedicated. That should not happen. I attended, I did my homework, I thoroughly understood everything. And also I did my due sadhanas also so fully, satisfactorily. मजा आता है कि नहीं? That is an outcome of that professional dedication. And in brackets, the truth I will come to experience by all my efforts. I am dedicated to that. That's it. As soon as possible. Any number of efforts that have to be put for that, I'll do. Sacrifices, I am okay for it, I am ready. That's how today's first thought is total dedicated professionalism. Increase करते जाए, increase करते जाए, and then things will start falling in right place by themselves. In this world, things go on happening in their own way, falling in right place, and in that anybody is doing anything, good or bad, things are falling in their own place. Nothing stops. That secret is there that can be utilized. So the first thought is that one. The second thought is remember these three things. One is bodily nidra or rest. It's some trick of the body. It tells take rest. It tells take more rest. Tells take some more rest. It says what is there to do? Have little more rest. It's a trick. Those who succumb to that trick, they slowly become sleepy, lazy. And we all know once the body starts sleeping, lazying out, whole life will be of no performance, no achievements. It's the trick of the body. बैठो सो जाओ और आधा घंटा और एक घंटा. The point is what? Very important part. Very, very important is more than what is required. Excess thing. About that the body plays the trick. Whatever is the body requiring the rest, we have to give. That even great Mahatmas also शरीर का तत्व होता है, थक जाता है, उसको रेस्ट देना है. But how much to give? In that, the trick of the body, whatever you call it, no need to give any name. But we have to recognize it and discipline ourselves. This much I give, more than that it is a trick. The delusion is playing its role. The Maya is playing. Interesting part क्या है ना इसमें? If you can recognize that trick and do not succumb to that suggestion of the body, it will keep quiet. It's okay. Like before coming to class, the mind says थोड़ा सो जाओ आज क्लास छोड़ दो. सो भी सकते. अब उठकर नहा कर आ जाओ, आ भी सकते. The body will command us, order us, if we are slave to it. It will become a servant to us if we are able to order it. अब आके बैठकर नहा के, now ask the body, how did you say like that, कि sleep for 1 more hour? Now I didn't sleep, I took bath, I am in the class. What do you say? नहीं, मैं सजेस्ट कर रहा था, मर्जी तो आपकी है. Isn't it? Like at home also, wife or husband, anybody can be dominant any day. When she shouts, he will have to be a meow meow. When he shouts, she is also be meow meow. होता है कि नहीं everyday whatever the mood, reason, है ना? कौन गलत है, कौन सच है, वो भी एक मायना रखता है. कौन जीतना चाहता है, वो भी एक मायना रखता है दूसरे को क्वाइटन करने के लिए. That's okay. But that's an example. Here also, the शरीर होता जाता है. Throughout the day we can be in that slumberous state. Without giving due rest also, the body again will suffer. it is slowly. So that art of exactly giving the required rest, and more than that, whatever it is demanding, not giving. Giving rest to the body, being lazy at the body level, they are different. Rest is to be given, but not laziness, isn't it? At any age of life. As one grows in age, the speed, the mobility gets reduced definitely. But the activities and all, at that level we can do. So the 10 kilometer speed when young, when old we become 2 kilometer speed. वो तो होता है. But walking continues. Isn't it? और भी स्लो होता रहेगा लेकिन चलेगा ही. चलाना पड़ेगा. So this is the first trick of the body we have to recognize. Second, very interesting trick of the tongue. Regarding the eatings. Very tough thing to digest it. Whatever minimum required, eat it. But then tongue says, without carrying the stomach, without carrying the entire body, without carrying the other subtle personality, without carrying any of the intellects, ambitions, etc. Like that child, he doesn't care that the mother is cooking or the father has to go to office, or brother is busy in study for the exam. He wants attention, that's all. So too, the tongue wants the taste. And then after giving the food to the tongue, not required food, not required taste, excessive things, and suffered. Then you ask the tongue, why did you ask so many things? See, now the whole system is disturbed. Tongue says only one thing. When I asked you, give me this or that taste. मुझे दिमाग नहीं था, तुम्हारे दिमाग को क्या हुआ? Isn't it? Every child will say, when I demanded you this and that, I never had दिमाग. तुम्हारे दिमाग को क्या हुआ, पापा, मम्मी, अम्मा? You should know what to give, what not to give. I will ask you, I am child. I am बेवकूफ. So to the tongue says, मुझे मजा आ रहा है टेस्ट में, तो मैं पूछती जाऊंगी. I'll go and ask, you should have the akal. So the trick of the tongue never says enough. Throughout life, any number of tastes. And by that what's happening? Body is tortured first of all because of overeating. Earlier, because of no food, people used to die. Now, 70 to 80% of diseases are overeating, wrong eating, wrong food eating, for the sake of taste. People are dying only because of food. Human beings. Animals die because there is no food. Human beings die because excessive food. Because the trick of the tongue. Isn't it? So if you can recognize it, then what? Have tasty food, required quantity, then command the tongue. बस हो गया आज के लिए. अब मत मांगो. The great saints like Tapon Maharaj and all, they have conquered it. To conquer that, to any extent they went. I told you once, महाराज के लिए भिक्षा आता है, पहले गंगा में डुबाना है, so that all taste goes. Then it is given to the tongue, not to the tongue, for the stomach, for survival. Tongue's job is only to tell whether it is good or not for the sharira. That's it. But it's a trick of the mind, trick of the tongue, that mangti jati. And we are succumb to it in today's world though. So many varieties, so much of food. अब कितने खाते जाओ? नया शॉप खुला है, नया होटल खुला है, नया चीज मार्केट में बन के आया है. Or at home only, all the time, the Punjabi style of thinking all the time. लंच में क्या बनाओ, शाम को क्या बनाओ, रात को क्या बनाओ, सुबह क्या बनाओ. अब बनाओ खाओ, बनाओ खाओ, बनाओ खाओ. Marwadi style, Punjabi style, they are full fond of it. Not that others are less, the Guju Giju or the South Indian. कोई भी हो, वो वाला थोड़ा आपको दे. Main is what? The time is wasted for it. The attention of mind goes for it. Then how can we be available for spirituality? When half the day we are listening to body and sleeping, the remaining half the day only on the fridge or in the fridge or outside the fridge or in the kitchen. I know people can't make bedroom in the kitchen. Therefore they make kitchen in the bedroom. सारे चीज रखे हुए खाने को इन द बेडरूम. हाँ, बिना रात में कभी 2 बजे 1 बजे खाने को मन होता है, खा लो. So that trick of the tongue, if you can manage to conquer, give good required thing, tasty तो होना है, no problem, but not succumb into its suggestion and all. We save ourselves again in many ways. So many ways, so many ways. You know, Jitam Sarvam Jite Rase, the Bhagavata rule, if the tongue is controlled, all other 9 indriyas are controlled. Because of the taste of the tongue, overeating is done. Overeating makes all other organs either lazy or unwantedly working. So, ये सारा, like any of the instruments, have to be properly tuned with each of their parts and correctly used, not misused. Same is the whole personality of ours. We have to realize it. Second one. Third one is what? Again, the trick of the mind. To desire million things and to fulfill the desire naturally. The places, the situations, the objects, the people. It goes on endlessly thinking, पता नहीं सृष्टि आदि से अब तक चली रहा, आगे भी चलता रहेगा प्रलय होने तक. उसके बाद नया सृष्टि में भी the trick of the mind of making us extroverted to attain everything other than. Everything is not self-only. Enough. The whole things and beings in the world whom we attend all the time in our mind are anatma only. And all the time we are busy with anatma so professionally and dedicatedly. I say that is the whole of life. Not that we are doing anything outside physically. In the mind we are talking. हमेशा कोई वस्तु का सोचना, कोई व्यक्ति का सोचना, कोई जगह का सोचना. अरे भाई, become aware of it, no? And ढूंढ के देखो वजह क्या है, जरूरत क्या है. And like your son or child is standing in the veranda. Ask him, मैं क्यों खड़ा है इधर? कुछ नहीं पापा, ऐसा हो बोलता है. कुछ नहीं, मैं खड़ा है ऐसे. So कुछ पर्पस नहीं है, but mind सोचता ही जाता है, सोचता ही जाता है. It's the funniest trick of the mind. सुबह उठते ही going on muttering or murmuring like a tractor song, खड़ करते हुए goes on. We are not aware of it, like the children are not being aware by parents. वो कभी भी उठेगा, कहीं भी जाएगा, कुछ भी करेगा. You know, the mother gone for the daily wages work, the father is drunkard. So what do the children do? Isn't it? आवारागर्दी करते हैं. Same way our mind. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, there is no need. More so, the attachments to the people, and the hatred towards the people, the labeling of the people, the commenting about them, telling them they are good or bad. अरे तुमको क्या फर्क पड़ता है? कुछ सीखना है, सीखो, हो गया बात खत्म. You know, why do you make the opinions of them and not share with others and spoil their mind also? In what way it is helpful? It is not helpful for survival, never helpful for spirituality. And that is what is when we sit for japa, puja, upasana, or class, or satsanga, or dhyana, why this mind so much? Because of this adat. उसका ट्रिक है कि वो निरंतर नदी के बहाव की तरह लहर होते हैं पानी में, वो मन का वृत्ति आते 90%, 95% are meaningless, useless. And with every of such thoughts, so much of energy is also wasted. Mental energy, subtle energy. Isn't it? And such person, how can he be available for his own personal dharma? अब माइंड ऐसा करता है, व्हाट इज माई पर्सनल धर्म, इस बात को भी अभी तक पूरा समझने नहीं दिया. That much my mind engaged me. It never allowed me to think that I am a human being, I can serve the world. I am a human being, I can do upasanas. I am a human being to be thought over by the mind, because it's kept busily engaged. People are so busily engaged in the unwanted things. No time. They say, Sharam, they don't feel shy. Sorry, I have no time for your class. So we understand what they mean, what they are, what's their mind. I know. I have two options. Either they must be great Sangha Samskarta, social service kar rahe honge, or themselves independently doing great sadhana. And the third one we know, they are succumbing to the mind. You know? When they are ordering the Swami that we are not going to come to class, क्या कर सकता है, कर ले दिखा. How can we do? We keep quiet only. In the same way, our mind engages us throughout life in so many unwanted things. ये आपको recognize कर. Then bring the intellect into picture. Fully, busily be engaged in using the intellect. We should so vigorously, continuously think on the basis of Shastras for a long time to get crystal clear picture regarding what the life has to be lived and how. बहुत मेहनत करना पड़ता है. Like when you have to set the house, सारे चीजें निकाल के साफ करके एक लगाओ, तो it will take some a week's time. Everything becomes set. With the intellect also, with the present position of our entire life, it takes due time. We have to give it and use it, intellect, to clearly sort out all the things. It may take 1 year, 2 years, maybe 5-6 years. Therefore, finally, my goal is Paramatma Prapti. My Anga Sadhana is this. My Bahiranga Sadhana is this. My Vyavahara is this. My obligation to the world is this. Full stop. In this clarity, the intellect has to come. Then stick to that. The journey is happening. Like, when the flight is, taken off and flown by the pilot, he just fixes the direction, fixes the speed, height, etc., pressure. अब चल रहा है वो. So to a driver on the train, track पे है, he knows distance between two stations, he knows the track position, he sets the speed, चल रहा है. A spiritual seeker also, matured one, he exactly knows to what to reach, he exactly knows what to do, he is going on doing, चल रहा है. अब चलते चलते पहुंच जाएंगे एक दिन डेस्टिनेशन, है ना. Like we are taking one by one text and studying, going on, तो हो रहा है एक एक. So intellect has to come into picture and take over. Then the trick of the mind has to be sorted out. You have nothing to do with the things and beings. अरे पागल है क्या? क्या है किसी से हमारे जिंदगी का लेना देना? Very less. Only few people around us for whom we are not wanted also. और उसके लिए उनके लिए खाना बना के चल दे दो. If you are a woman, और पैसे दे दो घर में, they don't even care you. लकी है ना, ऐसे एकदम महाज्ञानी लोगों को ही कोई केयर नहीं करता आजकल. और they go to him and take some blessings, bhabhuti from them. After they don't even value them. It's only our emotion, imagination that we are important to people. अब देखो ये कल महाराज चले गए, लाखों करोड़ों के अधिपति. Not even 24 hours. Nobody will remember. That is how it is. Big people have come and gone. अवतार भी आके गए भैया. कौन किसको याद कर रहा है? How many संत महात्मा have come and gone? Their own near and dear, because everybody is busy in their own personal life. We also have to learn to be busy in our personal life. Only difference is, for others the personal life is worldly, for us the personal life is spiritual. Only this much farak. So today these 4 things we wanted to discuss, we have discussed. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम्. ओम भव एव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोहमहाजलधिं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन मोक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति सनातन धर्म संस्थापकानाम् अस्माकं सह निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं कृष्णे यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। पारायणं फ्रॉम the 11th to 15th mantra, last 6th chapter. ओम एको देव सर्वभूतेषु गूढः सर्वव्यापी सर्वभूतान्तरात्मा कर्माध्यक्षः सर्वभूतादिवासः साक्षी चेता केवलो निर्गुणश्च निष्क्रियाणां बहूनां एकं बीजं बहुधाय करोति तमात्मस्थं येन पश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां सुखं शाश्वतं नेतरेषां नित्यो नित्यानां चेतनश्चेतनानाम् एको बहूनां यो विदधाति कामान् कारणं सांख्ययोगादिगम्यं ज्ञात्वा देवम् उच्यते सर्वपाशैः न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतो यमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति याग्निः सलिले सन्निविष्टः तमेव विदित्वा अतिमृत्युमेति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते अयनाय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारं अव्ययं मध्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्र। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Let us chant the ninth mantra. Om Namo mantra. Om Jnagnyau Dvavajavishanishau Ajahika Bhoktrubhogyarthayukta Anantaschatma Vishwarupo hi akarta Trayam yada vindate brahmametat Jnagnyau Dvavajavishanishau Ajahika भोक्तृभोग्यार्थयुक्ता अनन्तश्चात्मा विश्वरूपो हि अकर्ता त्रयं यदा विन्दते ब्रह्ममेतत्. See that in this shloka clarity. Let us catch it. Then we'll again see the Bhashyam. Some of it we have seen, little more we see. First ज्ञा ज्ञौ, एक ज्ञा है दूसरा अज्ञा है. One is knowledgeable, another is ignorant. Isha, Anisha. One Isha, ruler, controller, governor. Another is Anisha, ruled, controlled, governed. Okay. Let us say by their respective upadhis or shaktis. Like Ishwara with his Maya Shakti, he is the ruler. We with our own avidya, we are ruled by it. So, Ishwara is Ishaha, we are Anisha. Ishwara is Jna, Sarvajna, we are Alpajna, and that also about everything, whatever we know very little. So, Jna, Jnau, Dau, Ajau, Isha, Anisha, and both of them are Ajau, unborn. Really, they are not born. Okay. Then the next line is Ajahi eka bhoktru bhogyartha yukta. Jiva is the bhokta. Ishvara is not bhokta from his side. For us to come out of our Bhoktur Bhava, we offer everything to him and we call him as the Bhokta. Okay? So we are the Bhokta. And who is supplying to us all the Bhogya Vastus? See? Ajahi Eka Bhoktru Bhogyartha Yukta. Very, very subtle thought it is. So all what we have as Bhogya Vastus, Jiva, we are demanding, therefore the Prakriti or the Maya, she is presenting them. Therefore, these shlokas, when you deeply study what is revealed, the things which are so solid, substantial, are nothing but the Prakriti Trigunatmika, which is incomprehensible, solidified, grossified because of our demands. सब माया है, सब प्रकृति है, स्थूल रूप में हमारे सामने प्रस्तुत है. Because we are the bhokta, we want the bhokya. Like from the seed, why the tree and the fruits have come? Because we want or we need the fruits. कारण से कार्य हमारे लिए प्रकट होता है. And whatever karya rupa, sthula we see, nothing but the karana only, the maya. That is why, a one food on the table, we eat it. But where from it has come? If you go into the trace it. Let us say it's a vegetable, you eat. कहाँ से आया? वो जमीन से ही आया. From the prithvi only it came. Different graded or staged modification of the prithvi only is that vegetable or the rice, roti, chapati. Where it goes back? It goes back again into that only. So avyakta only becoming vyakta and going to become avyakta. The vyakta is all the bhogya vastus. Came from avyakta. That is what is said here. Ajahi eka bhoktru. Bhoktru means bhokta ke liye. Bhogyartha yukta, going on providing the bhogyarthas. Artha for the bhoga. So three things are said. Ishvara and Jiva. Then the Jiva is said to be the bhokta. Then the Maya Shakti is the one which is supplying the bhogya to the Jiva. And this Jiva Ishvara both. Isha and Anisha, Agnya and Agnya, both are unborn. Up to this Vaisa. Then what about the position of Brahman? Anantascha Atma. Okay. Vishwarupaha hi akarta. The Atma is not Anta, is Ananta. Ananta means when in him. Jiva expressed, Ishvara expressed, Maya expressed. Yet nothing happened to him. He is always the same. Always the same is called as Ananta Avyakrita. अनंत कहा तो अव्याकृत बाकी भी ऐड कर लेना चाहिए. अनंत च आत्मा. Then is Vishwarupaha. Is Vishwarup. The two directions of it we have to understand. Is Vishwarupa. Means what? All rupas are his. Okay? Vishwarupa means Sarvarupa. Vishwa means Sarva. सारे रूप उनके. अब देखो एक बंदे का सारे या इतने रूप है का अर्थ क्या हुआ? If somebody has got so many forms, means what? Out of so many forms, any one of the form doesn't belong to him. Therefore, because the Lord is Vishwarupa, therefore he is Arupa also. Just because he is Arupa, he is able to take Vishwarupa. Like the gold. It has none of its own form. That is why it takes every form of every ornament. है ना? भगवान सर्वरूप होते हुए भी अरूप है. That thing we have to catch. Anantaschatma विश्वरूप एंड अकर्ता. याद रख लेना इस बात को. अकर्ता. अहंकार डज इट, नॉट द आत्म चैतन्य डज इट. आत्म चैतन्य इज ओनली साक्षी. In his presence, the ego does it. Like Lord Surya is Sakshi. In the presence of his heat and light, we all are doing. He is not the doer. Like the filament glows. In the presence of electricity, electricity is not the doer. In the presence of the petrol, the mechanism of the vehicle moving happens. Petrol is not moving the vehicle. Akarta. अनंतः आत्मा ही अकर्ता, विश्वरूपः ही अकर्ता. सो ब्रह्म के बारे में बता दिया, माया का क्या खेल है बता दिया, जीव कैसे बाइंड होता है थ्रू भोक्तृ भाव. दैट इज सेड. हु इज ईश्वर सेड. फर्क बिटवीन ईश्वर एंड जीव आल्सो सेड. Because the last is the most important one. What is it? कि त्रयम यदा विन्दते ब्रह्मम् एतत्. Our goal is to go beyond these three expressions and see the substratum, the Brahman, which is within these three only. ये तीनों वो ब्रह्म ही है करके इनमें का ब्रह्म को जानना है हमको. त्रयम यते ब्रह्मम. All these three are Brahman. When one knows it, he is liberated. When we say liberated, liberated means liberated from the conditioned expressions and the variety of limitations, modifications that are there on the conditionings. I am free. Like when I know in the 10 parts, all of them mud only. Mud is imperishable, real. Then once I know that mud reality, what is the meaning of liberation there? Liberation from the conditional expression of the mud called as a pot and its modifications that we are afraid of in getting broken and in getting spoiled. That samsara will not be there. Because we know it is only conditional expression. What is expressed is the reality, the mud. That freedom from anything happening to the pot, even while using the pot, is called as moksha from the pot. So freedom from EESHWARA, JEEVA, JAGAT, even though anything happening to them is called moksha. And that will happen when we know they are conditional expressions and when we know that Brahman is abstract above that. And I am that. And I like the water. It knows I am water. Therefore on me, any number of waves come and go, I am not bound by them. And waves coming and going is not bondage. And forgetting that I am water and getting afraid of coming and going, that's the problem. Getting affected by them. That is why waves coming and going, nobody can stop. But to be affected by them or not, we can. Therefore, the Parabrahma by his Maya Shakti, the Srushti Sthiti Laya, nobody can stop. Nobody need to stop. But while all that is happening, if the substratum, the Brahman is known of all of that, and allow the superimposed things to manifest and unmanifest, we are liberated. And that's substratum Maya. There is a meaning of Trayam Yada Brahma, Trayam Yada Vindate Brahma Metat. Because Brahman is a substratum of them. Because Sachidananda Brahma के बिना न माया चलेगा, न जीव चलेगा, न ईश्वर चलेगा. Now remember, these are all words, meanings, logics, explanations. But these things, when we go on to the state of meditation, maybe after 10-12 years, our regular listening like this, at that time, actually we will be touching that the conscious self, its own infinite power, that power already expressing a Jiva Jagat Ishvara. Yet the Brahman remains the same. And in that, we will be expressing through one upadhi, yet we are not conditioned by that upadhi. Upadhi is expressed correctly, not all. But we are that self which is beyond all upadhis, behind all upadhis. That anubhuti will come. When we go into that state, we have to seek those higher evolutions. Spirituality, we have to seek. If we don't seek, we don't try. And why don't we seek? Because we are seeking the ephemeral only, the world only. That is why how many shastras, satsangas we have heard is not important. Are we starting to seek the eternal and stop to seek the ephemeral? है ना? जो सुपर इम्पोज्ड जगत को मांगना छोड़कर सबस्ट्रेटम परमात्मा को चाहना जब हम शुरू करते हैं ना, that's the result that we have studied शास्त्र. अभी नहीं हुआ हमको seeking परमात्मा. Still we are struggling with the body, with the prana, with the outer world. So we have not thoroughly studied, understood the shastra. For whatever reasons. Now let us again restart. Every day restarting button. Every day we have to retry. Every day go on, doing. In that effort, maturity happens slowly, very slow. In general, the outer evolution also very slow, like a bud blossoming to become flower. How much slow the spiritual evolution? Micro, थोड़ा ही बदलाव आता है. We are the proof from last 5 years listening so many classes and of the classes. How much of try each one of you are doing. Each of you are good sadhakas of your upasana. सब कर रहे हो. But फर्क कितना पड़ा है ना? नहीं पड़ा नहीं कह सकते, लेकिन इतना भी नहीं पड़ा कि you can say confidently अब दिखाता हूँ. वो ऐसा ही धीरे होता है. We should know it. करने वालों को ही धीरे होता है, तो जो नहीं कर रहा है तो कभी नहीं होता. Okay, in this way, this mantra has given us a very good, clear picture of Brahma, Ishwara, Jeeva, Jagat, Maya. So here two things are said about the Paramatma in the third line, ki akarta. Then we have to add to it, therefore, abhokta. Therefore, he is not bound like the Jeeva, as the Jeeva gets bound as karta bhokta. Jeeva is bound as Bhattite bhokta bhava, said in 2 shlokas back. अनीशश्चात्मा बध्यते भोक्तृभावात् ज्ञात्वा देवं सर्वपाश मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः. We signed the earlier shloka, तो उसको भी याद रखो. Now this is very Shankara Bhagwan's Bhashyam we have to study through for more clearer, deeper, authentic understanding. Shloka we have understood. Jna, Jnau, Dvau. Jna और अज्ञा दो है. Ajau, both are unborn. Isha and Isha, one is Isha, one is Adisha. Then Ajahi Eka, one single Maya, Bhoktru for the sake of Bhokta, Gyartha Yukta goes on providing the Bhokya. And beyond these three, there is Paramatma. Who is he? He Anantacha Atma. He is infinite, that self. He is Vishwarupa, no Rupa, therefore he alone is superimposed with so many Rupas. And Akarta is infinite, what he needs to do. Anantashatma, Vishwarupa hi Akarta. Then these three. Trayam yada vidyate Brahmam etat. And when these three are known as Brahman, in brackets, Kelkatam Dukanban Moksha. Shloka is understood. Now the same shloka with the Bhashyam. Let us see little bit. We have seen little of it yesterday. Start karo. Jna Jnau Dvau iti. भैया Jnau Dvau नामक शुरुआत जिस मंत्र का हुआ, of that mantra we are giving you Bhashyam. याद रखो. What are you telling, sir? No reason. Ki first, very good, na? In an interesting manner, is reminding what we have studied in the earlier shloka, because this shloka is in connection with that, continuation with that. He says, "Na kevalam vyakta vyaktam bharate isha." the Isha, the Parabrahma, not only supports both the Vyakta and Avyakta. By this thought, what we have to understand? The Vyakta is Stula Sukshma, the Avyakta is Karana, and there is some substratum beyond these two. Who is the Ishvara? Who is Bharate? Who is supporting this? This knowledge has to come into us. In Mandukya Upanishad, the Vyakta is the misapprehended gross and subtler. The Avyakta is the causal, the non-apprehension. Tattvasya anyata grahanam in the form of Stula and Sukshma, and Tattvasya agrahanam in the form of Karana. So the Karana is the Avyakta, Stula Sukshma are called as Karya. So the Karya, Stula Sukshma, Karana, both are supported by someone beyond. It is called the Parabrahma. And remember, the Karana is what? Not knowing Brahman as Brahman. Interesting. And what Karya it is projecting? The Karya of Stula and Sukshma. On whom? On the Brahman. देखो वेदांत का समझ में आने के लिए इतना कठिन होता है. होना शुरू किया ना, समझ में आना, you will jump with ecstasy. It's like puzzle solving. The others are not solving, they are struggling, and आपको उसका जवाब मिल गया. अब कैसा होगा वो मूड देखो. You have known it. It is sorted out. क्या मजा, क्या आनंद आता है. Whole universe is nothing but the puzzle only. The puzzle is sorted by the Vedanta. These are all we are trying. Every day we are trying to realize the trick in that puzzle. Every trial, every effort, like every step put in the chessboard, pawn, etc., is a movement towards the victory. So every struggle of ours only leads to two things. One is success or failure. Failure leads to say that don't go that way. Success tells is marg mein aur aage badho. There is no failure in spirituality, in life also. Something we have done wrong, we fail. Only a lesson to tell us that don't do that way, you will fail. Something we have done, we have succeeded. Only to say that keep on doing this way, you succeed. So when the trying of understanding Vedanta, when you have not understood, that means don't try that way. When you have understood, you are on right way. Continue. Okay. So, Jnagno. First point, na kevalam vyakta vyaktam bharate isha. This is what we saw so far. And the second point is, na api anisha sambadhyate jiva. This is also very crucial thought. Who is bound? The jiva. Okay. Why he is bound? Because he is anisha. He is not able to master his own equipments, master his own vasanas, etc. Therefore he is bound. And it is by his choice. He can become Isha. That is called as whole sadhana. अगर साधना नहीं होता और जीव अपने बंधन से मोक्ष नहीं पाता, तो what are the talking about us then? Right now we are the jiva bound. See the trick of it. Parabrahma is there. His Maya Shakti is there. And he alone is Ishwara. A part of the Maya Shakti is called Avidya. Through the Avidya, same Parabrahma is Jiva. Now Jiva with that limited Upadhi is a Anisha suffering. What is the sadhana for the Jiva? Very clear, no? जो भी अपने उपाधियां है समष्टि को दे दो, and he should merge in the Brahman. So I am a Jiva now. I have two parts in me. The Atman, the Brahman part in me, the Upadhi part in me. The combination of these two is me, the Jiva. What I have to do? Dismantle it. Karke, the Upadhi part, give it to the total Upadhi. That is called as Bhakti Yoga Sadhana. And the Atma part, merge in the total Atma. Merge means realize that the Atman is Me, I am the Atman, the infinite. देखो जीव अनीश कहा, you have to understand it both ways. अनीशत्व के कारण जीव भाव हो रहा है. Jiva is bound, we say, but invoking bondage is called Jiva Bhava. We are invoking Jiva Bhava. Yaad rakh lo. We are invoking the bondage. When we don't realize it, these two things, then we are the ones, we are invoking the bondage, and we alone are the ones we can invoke the liberation, then all Shastras are waste. कौन फंसाए मेरे को? मैं. कौन मुक्त करेगा मेरे को? मैं. So the Shastras will tell us how we are getting bound. Shastras will tell us how we get moksha. Itna hai. Okay. So not only the Parabrahma is supporting both Vyakta and Avyakta, and also second point is Isha is the Jiva is the one who is, because his Anisha is bound. Apitu. Some more things you have to know with regard to these things. What are they? Apitu, Jna, Jnau, Dau. These two, Ishvara and Jiva, Jna and Agnya. Jnaha Ishvaraha. The Jnaha is Ishvara, is Sarvajna. And then what? Jnaha Ishvaraha. Like, in the previous shlokas, Bhashyam, in the last portion, when Parashara Smriti was quoted by Adi Shankara Bhagavan, what did he tell? Ishvara in the heart of everyone, knowing everything, controlling everything. Like Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hruddeshe Arjuna Tishta. Therefore, that Ishvara is Jnaha, he is Sarvajna. Alright? Then Agnaha Jiva. Jnaha Ishvaraha, Agnaha Jiva. Jiva does not know about himself, his control, then he doesn't know about other things also. Then Ajau, Janmati Rahito. So, ईश्वर सर्वज्ञ, जीव अल्पज्ञ. पूरा अज्ञानी तो नहीं है जीवा, थोड़ा जानता है, पूरा नहीं जानता. तो सर्वज्ञ ईश्वर, अल्पज्ञ जीवा, ये दो बात पकड़ लो. Next point is Ajau, both are unborn. Why do you say both of them unborn? Very important thought. These are the subtle things when we catch, the riddles get sorted out of Vedanta. Because Brahmana eva adhikritasya jiva ishvara atmana avastha. Brahman alone with the samashti maya appearing as jiva, ishvara, appearing as ishvara. So to Brahman alone, so the Veshtiya Vidya appearing as jiva. We have to know the difference between the birth and appearance. Okay? Like when we say an actor is acting on a stick in a role, throughout all the movie में वो लोग इतने हैं वेदांतिक समझदारी वाले होंगे कि in that they write also, they never said that hero is born as this character, है ना? ऐसा लिखे आपने देखा इतने सारे मूवी में that hero whoever he is born as this character, ऐसा नहीं दिखते वहाँ फर्स्ट लाइन आता है appearances, है ना? appearance लिखे रहते हो सिनेमा वाले, very matured Vedanti, because he was not born, because to be born he must be absent, he is already there. When you are there, how can you be born again? Then what? He has taken up that particular role character, then he is appearing like that. Same way, Param is appearing as Jiva and Ishvara. Jiva Ishvara are not born. ajau. No, this gives another trick. When they are not born, they don't die also. Isn't it? Like that particular actor is not born into that role. Therefore, he will not die also. He just appeared, again it disappears. So with this one understanding, imagine the Janma Marana both are transcended. Now one thing we have to ask again, body का तो जन्म मरण तो हो रहा है ना, उसको भी we have to sort out. It's not the birth of the body. Only 5 elements coming together. It's not death of the body. They are going back. Now, if you become thorough in this understanding, will we ever have the fear of death? On the other hand, we feel, yeah, I'm to Brahman, yeah, unnecessarily appearing as Jiva and suffering. Let me give up all these conditionings. How come we have taken these conditionings as real and the role as real and rolling in this role miserably? देखो ये ही है मोह माया का बंधन होना. Bhajan means destruction. This thinking, this inquiry, this understanding is called destruction of Maya, destruction of delusion. That I am Brahman. How can I play with the Upadhi as Jiva and identify with the Upadhi and suffer as a suffering Jiva? That's why he goes into the jungle to transcend the Upadhi and realize self. Then he realizing after that again he'll come back into the world to play with the same Upadhi but with the difference. Earlier he was a bound Jiva, now he is Jivan Mukta, expressing the same Upadhi. Earlier Jiva was expressing because he didn't know himself. Now the Jivan Mukta is expressing that he through the Upadhi, not conditioned by it. Every actor is Jivan Mukta. He knows his real self. Then he takes up the role and play. That's why वो सिनेमा में कॉमेडियन हो जो कोई भी हो, he is not bound by that. He may be bound by the remuneration and all. That is other story. इस मूवी को अवार्ड मिला कि नहीं, that is an ego, professional ego. But nobody is attached to that particular role. They say I played the role well, so they give value to the I, not to the role. That's why they are mukta. What we do? I am Brahman, I have played the role of Jiva well. Instead of that, we become Jiva and suffer. I am Brahman forgot. Like a man playing the role of doctor well. In that we forget we are a man, we become doctor, and then we become miserable with successes and failures. There are no success or failure. It's all myth. It's only attempts. It's all attempts. You are only putting efforts. यार कोई पेशेंट को ठीक करने का आपके ज्ञान के हिसाब से कोशिश कर रहा. There's nothing on success or failure. अगर वो कॉम्बिनेशन बन गया तो बात बना, नहीं तो नहीं. By the way, that's a big subject. Some other time. So up to this we saw now. So ब्रह्मण एव अधिकृतस्य जीव ईश्वर आत्मा अवस्थानम. जीव एंड ईश्वर के रूप ब्रह्म ही with the उपाधि is expressing. Is it clear? ब्रह्मण एव अधिकृतस्य. Sorry, Brahmana even Adhikrita पढ़ रहा हूँ मैं. Avikrita. Avikrita means the never modifying Brahman alone. Never modifying Brahman alone, appearing as Jiva Ishvara through Upadhi. Like that, never modifying the main person, appearing in 10 roles in 10 movies. 10 different characters. ब्रह्मण एव अविकृतस्य जीव ईश्वर आत्मना अवस्थानम. जीवात्मा ईश्वर आत्मा के रूप में. तथा च श्रुति. श्रुति पुरा चक्रे द्विपदः, पुरा चक्रे चतुष्पदः. He made the town of Pura 2 feet, town of 4 feet, Puraha Pakshi Bhutva, himself as if a Pakshi became Puraha Purusha Avishat. He entered into that. And he is expressing through Dipada and Chatushpada. Another quotation. Ekashtata Sarvabhuta Antaratma Rupam Rupam Pratrupo Mahishta. Today also this mantra we chanted. In today's chanting this came in the 6th chapter. First only, Egovashi. So, Eka, one Paraparamam, Sarvabhuta Antaratma. He is as Antaratma of all the beings. Rupam Rupam Pratrupaha. He is appearing to be in that Rupa, etc. And Bahishcha, he is beyond that conditioning also. Iticha. This word. Isha Chandasam. Isha Anisha Ahuna Chaiva. Oh, Vedic Prayog hai. Don't worry about that grammatical thing. Okay. In this way, Dvau, Jnagnyau, Dvau, Ajau, Ishan, Isho. Up to this we have seen. Now a question is asked by Purabhakshi, to which the answer is the idea of the Aja, the Maya is brought. Shruti is saying it. It's a big subject and again important, very crucial. We'll just discuss it tomorrow, this portion. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Parabrahmane Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Tatsat Brahmarpanastu. Oh, thank you friends.